But one of the stories that came to us came from the schools. And the schools had had a person who came to school for a while, and then he would have what ended up being a sore foot and not come for a while again. Michigan, just for clarification, Michigan had mandatory special education back then before the nation did and stuff. So these people had to be going to school unless there was a reason they couldn't, like a bad foot. And people checked this person's shoes and everything else when they try to figure out, why is he getting this? What's happening? What's going on here? And that went on for some time, went on for months. And finally, when somebody was checking the shoe, they pushed on it. And sure enough, something pricked their hand. And they pushed again, and sure enough, what happened was when you put pressure on the sole of the shoe, a tennis shoe, a needle would come up or was present. And so they discovered somebody had slit the bottom of this, I'd call them tennis shoes, but sneaker, and put a pin in there against something so that you couldn't ever feel that was there until you put pressure on it. So this foot would heal, and he'd go back to shoes that appeared to be fine, except when he ran on it or walked on it a certain way, it would puncture his foot again. And the deviousness of figuring that out and doing that to someone means that we're not just talking about people who get frustrated with dealing with folks with disabilities, and so some violence occurs because you're frustrated and angry. It means people were devious enough to do those kinds of things. We had the same sort of a thing with a gentleman who ended up at the doctor's office, a doctor who wasn't associated with the facility, even though he'd seen a doctor at the facility previously, who had on his testicles burns that were like on a sash for a chain that had little diamond-shaped things on it. So somebody had heated one of those up and put it around his testicles.